Hi everybody. How are you today? So last week, if you joined, we talked about caffeine and fertility, and I touched on coffee consumption, soda consumption, energy drink consumption. And so welcome to the first time we're on Periscope. Today I thought I would jump in and talk about a topic that is perhaps more than just one 20 or 30 minute video worth of content, but I think it's worthy of talking about. So marijuana use, NSAIDs, and fertility. And so first, again, my name is Elizabeth Willett. I am Senior Fertility Herbalist with the Natural Fertility Company. We are the naturalfertilityshop.com and naturalfertilityinfo.com, and bring you as much information and education on supporting your fertility health naturally, whether you're wanting to conceive or whether you're not wanting to conceive, through our websites and here on Periscope and many other places as well. So again, I want you to know that I understand that this topic is larger than this short video. I understand that I want you to understand that I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm an herbalist by training, a natural fertility specialist, and this is my perspective, but also some of the research that we found. Third, I really would like you to know that I am neither anti-marijuana use or NSAID use. But when it comes to, my video shook. When it comes to battling fertility, and if you have a fertility health issue, I want you to know that using both might not be the best thing. One or the other or both might not be the best thing. So that's why we're going to talk about this today. So let me share more about why. So we know that smoking in general is harmful to our health. No one needs to be reminded of that. It's plastered across billboards, it's advertised on TV, there are campaigns to get people to quit smoking. The information is out there on how it's harmful to health. But ultimately, it increases the body's exposure to free radicals. Free radicals are those things that you've heard me talk about over and over as of late and recently here, that damage our cells, and our egg and our sperms are cells. Our entire body is made up of cells, but they can damage our body in multiple ways beyond the obvious harm to our lungs. But the harm is systemic. It can go throughout the entire body. If you need that information or want it, you can find it out in other places. This talk is specific to smoking marijuana. There is research that has proven that smoking marijuana does damage male fertility health. In fact, it impedes it. It's harmful. It can harm sperm health. We have the research. I can link it to you if you reach out to me. I'm not going to spew research at you today, but I am going to just let you know one quote that I found in particular. Various in vivo and in vitro studies have reported on the empirical role that marijuana plays in disrupting the hypothalamus pituitary gonadal axis. That is the axis that is involved in hormone balance for men, sperm production, hormone balance. The role that marijuana plays in spermatogenesis, sperm function, like motility, which is their ability to swim properly, capacitation, and acrosome reaction. If you're not sure what those things mean, go ahead and do a Googler search on those, or let me know. But the acrosome reaction is actually necessary for the sperm to be able to penetrate the egg when they meet for fertilization. So I can link you to more information on that if you reach out to me. But anyway, there is empirical evidence that marijuana smoking does impact male fertility particularly, but can also impact egg health. We know that there are many types of marijuana and ways in which it's used. I can't necessarily say that every single type of marijuana will negatively impact sperm health to the same degree as another. I don't know that information. I am not an expert on the types and variations of marijuana, and I have not read all of the research on how it impacts sperm health. But anyway, if you're choosing to use it, please be educated. Please learn about what you're doing. Think about and learn how it could potentially impact your fertility health. Consider choosing a low THC variety of marijuana, or even maybe better, using CBD oil, which is not known to impact health in a negative way like smoking marijuana does. There's more information from experts out there on the benefits of CBD oil and the negative health impacts of smoking marijuana, or vice versa. You can seek those out. I'm not here to tell you those. But when it comes to your fertility health, if you have a sperm health issue, it's probably best to at least cut down your marijuana use, the smoking use. Choose a low THC version and or consider CBD oil as an alternative. There, my 2 cents on what on marijuana. Do with it what you will. If you're concerned and you can talk to your doctor or work with an herbalist near you, that would be advisable too. And the other thing is that we know that some fertility doctors will advise their patients to continue marijuana use. And if that is your doctor's choice and you're being monitored and he or she is approving, then certainly heed their advice rather than me. But just educate yourself to make an informed choice. Now on to NSAIDs. NSAIDs, they're non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. That was really interesting. I reached out to our team this morning, and I thought that perhaps this wasn't the best topic or was more than I could bite off for today, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. I am someone who takes an occasional ibuprofen. First of all, I am going to be transparent. There are simply times when I have absolutely zero patience for pain, and one ibuprofen will kick it in the bud for me. But this is not what I'm talking about here today. I'm talking about repeated chronic use of ibuprofen and NSAIDs. There are more than just ibuprofen. Advil, Motrin are ibuprofen, naproxen, like Aleve, and even aspirin. They're all considered NSAIDs, but none of them come without side effects that might actually be worse and harder to deal with than the pain that you're taking the NSAID for. So if you are a chronic user of a over-the-counter pain medication or a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug and you're battling infertility, it might be time to step back from that, and here's why. There's actually a cost of using NSAIDs for acute and chronic pain, and the number one negative impact that it has on health is that their use greatly impacts your gut health. It can harm your gut. They can cause ulcers in your stomach, but also really harm your gastrointestinal tract and your gut, aggravate things like IBS and all of the issues that come with having leaky gut or any gut health issue. The costs really are that people sometimes use them excessively and are hospitalized for that. And NSAID use can also even negatively impact ovulation. There's studies out there proving that it can negatively impact ovulation. So if you're battling infertility using NSAIDs and perhaps not ovulating or ovulating regularly and using NSAIDs, it might be time to step back and think about if that could be a factor, if that could be at play for you. Now, I know that pain is often comes hand in hand with some fertility health issues, including autoimmune issues. They seem to come together. So what do you do? What do you do when you're in pain? You have to learn the cause of the pain. That's going to be number one, because your treatment plan might depend upon, or should depend upon, what's going on, right? So there are natural ways to help the body manage pain properly. There are herbs like cramp bark and black haw, Jamaican dogwood, kava, white willow bark, St. John's wort even. These are things to consider learning more about. There are even herbs that are known as spices: ginger, turmeric, cayenne, garlic, cinnamon, cloves, thyme, rosemary, sage even. These are all things that are all herbs and spice herbs that have been proven to help the body manage pain naturally. In addition to trying herbs, it's important to make dietary changes. We talk about diet a lot, and it comes to play here too, especially with pain and inflammation. You know, following a fertility diet helps you eliminate those triggers of inflammation. Things like caffeine, processed foods, hormone-injected meats and dairies, excessive sugar, maybe even gluten for some people. Following a fertility diet will just naturally help you eliminate those things. And make sure you choose anti-inflammatory foods. Make sure these are included in your diet every day, and they are in a fertility diet. Things like fiber-rich foods, particularly green leafy veggies, Swiss chard, bok choy, broccoli, celery, beets, fruits like blueberries, strawberries, oranges, pineapple, cherries, even green tea is known to help the body manage pain and inflammation. Healthy fats are important, omega-3s. Foods that provide you these are salmon, walnuts, other nuts, coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil or EVOO, chia seeds, flax seeds, things like that. You can also try natural therapies. Massage is wonderful, acupuncture is great, chiropractic care can be very instrumental in managing pain and inflammation. Physical therapy, if you're dealing with something that's chronic and it's not going away and you can't help it, perhaps talking to your doctor about physical therapy would be something to think about. I want you to know, and maybe you do, that inflammation is a totally normal bodily function. It's generally triggered by the immune system when it recognizes an invader or damage to some sort of tissue that needs to be kept under control. It becomes a problem when the immune system triggers, when the immune system gets triggered and gets out of control and causes excessive inflammation, or when it triggers the inflammatory response when it isn't necessary. And your body's working way, way, way too hard to fight something it really shouldn't fight. If your pain or inflammation happens to be from a mineral imbalance, you could consider things like a calcium-magnesium supplement or magnesium alone. And if you think you have overconsumed NSAIDs in particular and it's impacting your gut health, which, like I said, can impact digestion and your, I didn't say this, but it really greatly impacts your immune system. Like, your gut is the seat of the immune system. You want to be incorporating prebiotic and probiotic foods in your diet, bone broths, cultured foods, mushrooms like shiitake and maitake mushrooms on a regular basis, and all of these things are some that you can eat nearly freely, as much as you want of. So like I said, we understand that inflammation and fertility issues and some autoimmune diseases, which is more than I can talk about today, go hand in hand, but there are natural ways to manage it beyond using NSAIDs on a repeated daily basis, or beyond trying to manage that with marijuana smoking. And I hope that you've got some ideas that maybe you'll learn more about and that resonate with you here today. So that's really all I have. It's the down and dirty. This is not the end all be all of this conversation. Again, I'm not a medical professional. If you don't know the source of your pain and it's not manageable and it's impacting your ability to function and be human every day, you need to go find help. You need to go to your doctor or a specialist or a naturopath or someone who can help you investigate what might be the cause. That's really, really, really important too. If you have any questions or want support, please reach out to us. We have contact us buttons on both of our websites, naturalfertilityshop.com and naturalfertilityinfo.com. I'm happy to walk you through the information that I talked about today, link you to studies that I've referenced, share with you more about the foods and herbs I've talked about if you're wanting natural pain management, wanting any form of natural pain management. If you need to cut back on marijuana, perhaps we could have some tips for you. Our herbalists on staff could kind of powwow and help you, but it would be important to try to reach out to someone near you who you could go to in your time of need, perhaps an herbalist or naturopath or naturopathic doctor, even your doctor if they're open to it where you are. I know some medical doctors are completely fine with talking about marijuana use. So anyway, that's what I'm going to end on today. I hope this was a useful talk for you. Again, I know that this topic is much, much, much larger than this quick video, but we are here to offer you support in any of these areas if you wish. And yeah, I wish you well. We'll see you next week. All right, bye.